Happy Flickin' Friday, friends. Welcome to the Swift Wings Speakeasy. Here, the only thing you can predict is a good time. We are your source for news, reviews, and daily discourse. However, on Fridays, it's more often disorder than discourse, so please join in the conversation as we discuss life, liberty, and the pursuit of fandom. As always, if you want to support this channel as the world falls apart, please leave your questions and comments on our Streamlab link that we have provided in the description of this video.
What up?
What up?
We're here. We're ready to roll. We're ready to party. I still got a toothpick in my mouth.
With the
What's
lowest
up, party
amount
people?
of energy, probably we've walked into a
Dude.
Friday. Hey, this is my second week of a new job. I got a new
I'm so
kitten that has respiratory problems. Nothing
Guess
serious. Like, it's pretty common with shelter cats to like
Hmm.
come home with that. So, but it's still keeping us up, and I've gotten like on average probably 4.5 hours of sleep a night most of this week.
As I tell my wife I'm coming here to do the show, she orders ice cream from DoorDash. I'm like, babe, go get some fucking ice cream. You can't try to go to the ice cream. There's a local ice cream place. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of like Baskin Robbins, like Dairy Queen type of thing, but they have huge tubs, and then they'll tub it into like smaller tubs, or you can do scoops and whatnot. And we've only gone there a handful. She just ordered from DoorDash. I'm like, why am I getting text messages? Oh, cool. So ice cream's on the way. Hopefully she got me something that I like.
Nice.
She didn't ask me. We'll see. That'll be a test. Be a test to see.
My mother-in-law visited while I was at work a day or two ago and brought us mint chocolate brownies.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Cold Stone? Do you have a Cold Stone out there?
We do. We Cold Stone is definitely a franchise. They're not everywhere, but like, actually, there's one a like 2-minute walk from my work. Speaking of my new job, so I got one like 15 minutes for me, and I got one like 30 minutes for me. I don't know locations other than that.
Do you have a go-to like meal when you go to Cold Stone?
Cold Stone is like an annual thing for me. Like
Annual.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell you, and I usually think I get something different because it's all good.
Yeah.
Cold Stone's a texture thing for me. It's just so good. Like, but I don't get it very often.
There's a certain point in eating, and I don't know if this is my adulthood coming out to play, but there's a certain point in eating anything sweet where there's no flavor anymore. It's like, oh, that tastes like this flavor. No, it doesn't. It just tastes like sugar. It all tastes like sugar.
I'll be honest.
You differentiate between this flavor and that flavor anymore. If it's close enough, there's some very wide span of flavors, but
as good as Cold Stone is, frozen yogurt joints are almost like Starbucks up here. So
yes, they're everywhere.
Probably have that more often. But it's good.
I do have. I mean, I asked that because I do have a go-to when I go to Cold Stone. I love mint chocolate chip, mint ice cream in general.
Hashtag mint sluts. Get it going in the comments.
Mint sluts. I'll wear that shirt. I put that in our comment section earlier in our video. Check out that video. In the reaction video, I didn't even say what video it was. But
look at all of our videos. It's like a scavenger hunt.
In the Rings of Power reaction episode 1 video.
The Lords of Power.
I'm just not even like plugging the actual video itself. So I get mint with a Reese's and an Oreo.
Whoa.
Boom. I think that's what Jesse thinks about that.
That wasn't expected. I thought it was going to be like just air, and it was like some kind of guttural call to the wild.
Do you ever see those videos? People like fan made videos of the lamp from Pixar just destroying people's lives and childhoods. I have this lamp over my shoulder. Like it's staring at me. It's like the little bouncing lamp. It's gonna come crush me. I just noticed it in the background. It's just like ominously staring this way.
Hey, Scott in the chat, buddy.
Hey, Scotty. What's up, buddy?
Seen a lot more Scott on this channel lately.
Hey, if you're up, man, hop in here. You got the link now because I put it in our chat. I just put it in our group chat. You can hear
Well,
Jesse's phone vibrating.
if that's true,
Because you're a monster and you actually have your notifications turned on. My phone, do not try it. I'll answer it because usually my watch will vibrate if I get a phone call or like a text message. But do not think that I will answer my phone at any given point of the day, because I don't.
you know what is really trendy now, especially with us millennials and stuff, is to wear old relics. And so I thought I'd bring one out of the old backyard dumpster here.
You need to go get a piece of blue painter's tape and put a J
Absolutely.
right there over that M.
Absolutely. Spelled jerks, Jercs.
Hey, clip this out. Send this to Koi, 3
Yeah.
watchers that we have right now.
In the words of Dr. Evil, stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Schmark it. Koi's doing big things right now. He's on New Rockstars. Freaking every other video I watch of theirs.
Of course he is.
Yeah, he is. He's on the break room every day. He's doing Real Reject stuff all the time. I listened to his top 25. Have you listened to his top 25 superhero movies?
No.
From he did it with Real Rejects. I think it came out yesterday or maybe today. Yesterday, the day before. First of all, Man of Steel's nowhere in the top 25. I just almost downvoted that video, but I didn't.
Well, I had a similar reaction when he did like 25 worst or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw, I don't even think it was 25. It might have been like 10 or something.
10. It was like 10 worst. Yeah.
And I just saw BVS like in the thumbnail, and I was like, nah.
I mean, it's not my top 10 worst, but I don't like it. I wouldn't say worst. Top 10, not top 10 worst.
I like the Ultimate Edition. That's not me saying that. But like, to me, BVS either version doesn't exist on any list.
Sure.
Like it's just not. It's not top anything. It's not bottom anything. It exists out there.
It can be top or bottom if it wants to be. That's my motto in life.
Hey, maybe BVS likes Missionary.
My problem with BVS is almost. Hey, what up?
Apparently,
we're talking Snyderverse, and Gio shows up right on call. What's up, Gio? How you doing?
Say Snyder 3 times. Gio will appear behind you and breaking up like
not even on purpose. Gio, if you're not busy, if you want the link, hit me up. I'll send you the link too. You can hop in. But my issue with BVS, and I can't separate myself, so I cannot. Well, no, but I mean, like, there's plenty to like about the movie. There's plenty to not like about the movie. My issue is expectation, but I can't separate the quality from my expectation going into it because, and you know this, and many people know this, how much I love Man of Steel. But I feel like it suffered from the same, whether it was good or not, it would have suffered from the same thing as like Guardians 2 to Guardians for me, where Guardians 1 was so freaking good. Like, there is such a high bar to clear. Guardians 2 could never live up to it. Same thing with like, even with Man of Steel and BVS, but they didn't even try to it was so bad that it's even worse. It's even worse than how bad it is in my eyes because I can't separate the two. And that's just my own.
So what are we talking about? We're talking about anything and everything. Currently, we're talking a little bit of DC stuff. We were talking about
or Mrs. or
the lack
person
of, or the difference in quality between Man of Steel and BVS.
This is a Scout About. I have not seen you in our chat before, so this is just our hangout show. We just chill. Sometimes we'll have a topic. We can talk about She-Hulk. That was kind of in our tweet, or not. We don't have to talk about it at all.
My favorite thing to do is
whatever you want.
My favorite thing to do with Speakeasy is misleading headlines. Like, let's talk about Ezra Miller. And then I was like, we're definitely not going to talk about that.
So that's the SEN live approach, where you make a whole thumbnail and then literally don't say a word about whatever
I put things in the, for one, that'll get clicks. But I put things in the title that might inspire people to want to talk about it. Yeah, so like, if you want to talk about She-Hulk, let's definitely talk about She-Hulk. All I'm saying is we are under no contractual obligation to talk about She-Hulk.
100%. But if you want us to reenact the post-credits scene from She-Hulk, please, we do have a Streamlabs. It's down below. Help support the channel, and I will twerk my ass off.
Hey, you know what? Scout About.
It has to be a certain level.
Here's a great thing about proper film fandom. Film is objective. Film is an art. You can absolutely disagree with people. It's all about the what's what I'm looking for? Quality of discourse makes all the difference in the world. So I disagree with that. Geo's spot on, Ultimate Edition or nothing. I was going to make a comparison that I already know Sean will disagree on because we disagree on a different movie. But BVS to me is Last Jedi. And the reason I say that is because I felt like it had some of the best things I've seen in the genre and the worst things I've seen in the genre. And that was my review. And I know we disagree, and that's totally, you're over here. That's totally cool.
I love The Last Jedi.
I know you love The Last Jedi.
I'm not here. It's my favorite Star Wars movie.
When I came out of it, though, people asked, hey, what do you think of The Last Jedi? And I said, it's really hard to say how I feel about it because I felt like it had some of the best and worst moments of Star Wars. And it left me feeling like, I don't know. Because there were some things where I was like, that is one of the most clever things I've ever seen, one of the most beautiful shots I've ever seen. But then there was like the other side where I was like, that's one of the dumber things I've seen in Star Wars. Why did they do this? And so I was very much like, I don't know. And so I left the theater like, I don't know. And that was kind of my reaction to BVS. There was elements of like the Batman versus Superman fight that I was like, my God, I never thought I'd see this. This is so cool. Then I was like, why is it 4 minutes long? And then some of the shots, there was like news coverage of Superman saving people like across the planet. I was like, oh God, this is just a poster. This is awesome. And then you have Doomsday, the cave troll / kitty litter / Michael Bay Ninja Turtle. And I can't recover from that. And then it's like, hey, we get introduced to Wonder Woman. Great. Hey, we get introduced to the rest of the Justice League via email. Not great. So
email.
All I'm saying,
you didn't like Lex Luthor giving all of the Justice League their own logo.
No,
via email.
No, or Jason Momoa holding his breath underwater, clearly and obviously.
Yeah.
Or Ezra Miller just showing up. And it looked like they just actually, you know what? You go back and watch BVS. That might be live footage of him in a gas station, probably causing some ruckus. I gotta be honest.
It was a premonition. They had future footage set back in time of Ezra.
Am I too soon? I'm too soon. I'm gonna go choke a woman.
Too soon, Jesse. You are too soon.
It's always too soon.
First time in the BVS was flawless. It was good. Like it started off on such a strong foot too, because you see the anger and the hurt and the pain and the vengeance growing in Bruce's eyes during that entire first sequence, and you're like, oh, we're in for a ride.
Dude, that's so right. When BVS started, I was like, this will be. Actually, wait, no, I can't say when it started because it started with the Waynes getting killed again, and then Bruce having a dream about bats lifting him up, and I'm like, is this gonna suck? And then we got the Man of Steel Bruce scene, and I was like, this is the best thing in comic book entertainment ever. And other stuff happens. We get introduced to Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, among other things, and I'm like, oh, this is really just kind of like a real sharp roller coaster, isn't it?
We are all over the place.
Yeah.
And Scott, you said House of Dragon too. Yeah, I'm really digging it. The second episode. Just on the first was tough. There was a lot of reasons but it was a tough episode to watch.
My hot take,
of gore and brutality, but the second episode was exactly what Game of Thrones needs to be. Political intrigue. Tension. No one got hurt, but it was just like edge of your seat, like what's happening type of thing the whole time. And the dragon stuff and the machinations going back and forth, I loved it, the whole thing.
My hot take is, out of the 3 shows going right now, they're all great. So and I felt like an idiot. So hey, we hit 500 subscribers. This means we have fun polls that we get to throw out, so make sure to keep an eye on that and engage with the community. I have discussions in the comments, vote on the polls and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I put one out today, and I was like, what's the best August-September show out right now? It says, it's She-Hulk, House of the Dragon, or Rings of Power, or something else. Leave in the comments. And one of the first comments was Sandman. And I said, I'm going to kill myself.
It did technically drop in August, didn't it?
It did. I'm like, all right, well.
Who commented that? I voted, but I didn't comment. I was driving traffic. I shouldn't have.
I'm not sure if it was. I guess it would have to be a subscriber if they saw it, I imagine. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think only
Um,
subscribers.
but it
can
wasn't
vote in
somebody
polls.
that I was familiar with. So thank you for joining.
Yeah, let me scroll back. Let me see. Community.
Scout About is saying Rings of Power. Rings of Power is great. One of the funniest things.
I voted She-Hulk, but I also didn't think of Sandman.
Yeah. And
Amy, just one name,
yeah.
like Cher. Amy. Amy said Sandman, and you know what, Amy? You're fucking right. I love Sandman.
Well, yeah, Sandman was.
Ooh, Mike. Mike said Clerk the animated series. I didn't know that was out.
If I thank you, Gio, thank you. Self clap. And if I'm being honest, I could have adjusted the poll to say ongoing, because by the time I made the poll, Sandman was done, and it's kind of not fair.
You're like, edit my failures. Like, that's why we need an edit button on Twitter, so you can edit Allison and her typos, and you, and never tagging people and or posting the links in your tweets.
I'm sorry, who are you?
You heard me. Exactly. Jess is like, hey, thank you everyone, and please also subscribe to the channel. We just hit this many subs. It's like, what channel? Like, where's I'd love to subscribe. I'll click that link that you didn't post.
Sean's just trying to tell me that if he was in charge of the channel months ago, we would already be past 1,000, and it's solely my responsibility for us underperforming. And by underperforming, I mean doing better than we've ever done.
It's a team effort. We're all here to have fun, and it's a lot of work. All this editing of videos we've been doing recently, it's just so much work. Shout out to Nerd Chronic. Maybe he'll listen to this. I don't know, but I appreciate you.
Just a message to Amazon, Netflix, and HBO. Could you not? How about
all of them?
One a month.
You guys, we know you go to like these super secret like producer meetings where you hammer out your whole schedule for the year. We know this, of course. It's why wouldn't you? And let's space things. It's like Disney Plus was like, nope, we gotta do Miss Marvel and Kenobi at the same time. But guess what? As soon as those are over, 6 weeks without a single new piece of content. It's like, what? Why are we overlapping these shows if you have this chunk of time where there's nothing happening? That doesn't make any sense.
And I'm gonna say in advance, like, especially the first week, I don't know about Andor reactions, because they're like, here's 3 episodes. I'm like, here's my butt. Like, I don't.
Right. All 3. Hopefully they're shorter. I mean, because 12 episodes a season, I think. So maybe they're shorter, like 30 to 40 instead of like 40 to 50 type of thing.
Good on how I almost said House of the Power. House of the Power. That sounds like a. I'm not gonna say it. You know what? I was good filter, Jesse. Good job.
Oh, hey, we got a Streamlabs. Shout out to our Streamlabs people. We have a Streamlabs down below, and it's pinned in the chat. Shout out to that. Which I'm way behind on the chat. I was just reading it from Mrs. Anatoly Kubishkin, who apparently just funds this channel along with John and the Stream. Shout out to both of them. $5.
We should rename him John Lestrine Labs.
Let's do it. Sean is the best. Jesse, where is Allison?
No, it says Jesser, actually.
It does say Jesser. I couldn't read that. I'm like looking
at you guys haven't donated enough for us to call Allison on her personal phone away. I swear, actually, you know what? If we hit $50, I will call Allison on the phone.
She might not wake up. What if Frank answers? What do you want? Who you calling? My wife at midnight 30 right now. Hello.
And I'm like, yeah, is Allison there?
I have no idea what Frank sounds like. I've never heard his voice before.
I haven't either. I should be like, is Allie there?
Allie. I always call her Allie. I don't know if it bugs her or not. She's never said anything. But I'll say it in shorthand. When I'm like trying to type really fast, I'll just Allie.
Happy belated birthday, John Lestrina.
Yeah, it was his birthday a couple of days ago, as well as Monty. Monty's in the chat. Shout out to Pat. Appreciate you. I'm trying to catch up on the chat too. I was ignoring it.
Mike.
Hold on. Yes, I agree. Now, I love Force Awakens. I love Last Jedi even more. Rise of Skywalker can take or leave it.
At least most people can agree one of the sequel movie films was just the worst.
True. I think we all agree on that. But if you love it, I appreciate that.
And I think the people that do like Rise of Skywalker hate Last Jedi. So I'm just saying that, like, somebody hates something. But
you know what?
I love Force Awakens.
She-Hulk, along with Rings of Power, and along with Game of Thrones, right? House of the Dragon, they're just bringing people together. There's absolutely no dissension and or hatred or bigotry in any of these chats or reviews. Or I think you were talking to Scott about the Rings of Power Amazon reviews. Like after you watched the episode, it was getting review bombed at 1 star, just like in the normal
on Amazon.
Page.
When you click on page. Like on their page, I'm like, you guys should have a little more control over that. Because like, hey, should I watch the show? Click 1 star.
I was watching the She-Hulk episode 3 review of one of my friends' channels, and neither of them liked it. And I said, cool, every word of what you just said was wrong. I said, I'm sorry, the only parts you got wrong in your review were from 0.01 seconds to 29 minutes. That's the only part you got wrong. Other than that, top notch.
What's funny is I think I'm starting to come into my own a little bit as just like being secure in my own feelings, because I definitely felt trigger happy over Man of Steel for years, but I am loving She-Hulk and the Rings of Power, and so far I like House of the Dragon. I feel like we haven't gotten into the plot enough for me to love it, but there's so much stuff other than just plot with Rings of Power that I'm already in love with, that I'm feeling stronger about it.
I need to rewatch it because I was editing the She-Hulk reaction while I was watching it. Which is why it took me so long to do the She-Hulk reaction, because I kept watching the show instead of like actually like using my fingers to.
I think I know part of what it is. One of Lauren and I's complaints when we watched House of Dragon, especially with the first episode, is we liked it, but we're like, this feels really small right now. Not small in production, but small in story. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it will expand. But Rings of Power from the get was huge. The way we travel across Middle Earth and like we go to these different stories and stuff, it felt very expansive.
I watched it here at my computer. I need to watch it in the living room on my 65-inch 4K because it was beautiful.
I wish
this was so good.
I tried to get the theater showings or screenings, but
dude,
they were sold out immediately.
I went to go get some coffee that morning. I think it was Monday. It was a Monday, I think. I went to go get some coffee, and I would just, while I'm sitting in line, like I'm scrolling through Twitter, and I see this thing. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll click on it. And by the time I like got through the line and had my coffee, I'm like about to drive home. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just look at it when I get home. And this was like 9:15.
Yeah.
I get home, I'm doing my thing. I finally sit down to look at it. It's probably 10 o'clock. Sold out everywhere. I'm like, it was only live for an hour and it was gone.
It's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, there's only crappy seats left. Like I just clicked on the showtime and it was like, no. I was like, oh, okay.
Just kidding. LOL. No, thank you.
Yeah, the use of the map in Rings of Power is excellent. It was Scott and I made a joke about a movie that I think you haven't seen, or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Robin Hood Men in Tights. Have you seen it?
Oh, I love Robin Hood.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen a ton of what's his name's movies, but
Mel Brooks.
That's Mel Brooks movies, but that's my favorite probably.
Have you seen Spaceballs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I for some reason we had the VHS copy of Men in Tights, so it was like a common like
we did too.
Yeah,
for sure.
We are manly men
in
tights.
We roam around the woods looking for fights. Anyways, great movie. But I was talking about when I almost said Wesley, still Carrie Elwes for Princess Bride, but Robin when he
Let
leaves,
me see that script.
when he leaves Africa and heads to England and does one of those map shots and you just see the dots and he's like gets lost and he's like swimming in circles and like goes past the sea monster and
I was getting that vibe. I'm still scrolling through like the back end of the chat. John, I had to Google who Sam Waterston was. I just realized he's the lawyer from Law and Order or whatever. That would make sense.
Is that not Star Killer?
What?
Sam Witwer, sorry.
Oh, Sam Witwer. I was like, what? Sam Waterston. Except I have a picture of him. All right, I was like, that's a very different person. That'd be fun.
Is the bad guy in Monsters Inc. is that Mr. Water Noose?
Did you comment on that? I think it's fair. I think if certain, because that's why part of what I need to rewatch is like getting into their storyline, the various storylines. But if like you only care about the characters, that's fair. They haven't shown you enough yet, but hopefully that's coming.
I wonder if, and it's not like I'm predisposed to Tolkien because like I love the movies, obviously, mostly. Hobbit has shining spots, but it's kind of a hot, over drawn out mess. But the original trilogy for sure. Because I was talking with Lauren about this when we were out driving around doing errands. We are into everything in Rings of Power right now.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that nobody's talking about, and I'm new to these characters, so I don't know the names, but the elf that was a soldier that was like on guard, that yeah, he has a line of dialogue that he says to Bronwyn, where she says, you know, whatever you need to say, just say it. And he says, I have in 1,000 different ways, in every way but words. And Lauren and I both started crying. I was like, what?
Why is it so? What does it mean? But why is it so beautiful? Right? It's like, hey, I've said it, but
it was show not tell.
Exactly.
It's basically been like every action I've taken has shown that I'm obsessed with you.
Right.
I just haven't told you.
Speaking of those two, I will shout out. Scott did reaction to episode 1, and then Jesse and Scott did the review of episodes 1 and 2.
Whoa!
And
the Meteor Man makes an R. Look at that. See that? Sort of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, like a Harry Potter lightning bolt.
Yeah, it stands for review, as in watch our review of the show.
Perfect. You nailed it. Good job, Jesse. No notes. 10 out of 10. I haven't started on editing the episode 2 reaction, so it may not come out tomorrow, like I said it would, or the next day, because I'm going out of town. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to get to it tonight if this energy drink keeps me up.
Who could say?
But it's also full of vodka, so it may not.
At some point this weekend, I might finally watch 1,000 years of, or wait, what is it?
3,000 years of longing.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it this weekend.
I bought tickets to go see Jaws in 3D. I've never sat and watched Jaws from start to finish.
Haskell.
So I bought me and the kids tickets so I can scare the kids out of the ocean in perpetuity. The Sandman is always your choice. 100%. Happy birthday, John. I know we got that already. Why, Mike? Why? Talk about it. Commiserate about it.
It's Scout About says D23 is 8 days away. Sean will be busy, but the channel will be on it. And when I say on it, I mean I'm going to do my best. But you can expect to see Allison's lovely face on there and perhaps others.
Mike, the Desolation of Smog you like the most of all 6 movies, or just
probably the Hobbit?
I'm the Hobbit movies. I'm curious.
I don't know. For me, that's like saying like I like Attack of the Clones the best out of Star Wars.
Out of all of them. Hey, you know what? No. Feel free. The Desolation. There was very little Desolation of Smog happening, especially in the. Well, I guess it's not desolating Smog. It's Smog's desolation of the town. So like it can go both ways depending on which whose point of view, depending on a certain point of view. So I guess it just depends on which way you're going. Okay, he said just the Hobbit. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. I rewatched them recently, right before my Shredder matches. I was catching up on Middle Earth, and so it was time for a rewatch. They all blend together. The Hobbit movies. And you know what the reason is? Thorin is such an unlikable character. He's such an asshole. I don't want him to win. And Bilbo is just along for the ride. He doesn't. But Bilbo is just like along for the ride. So it's like I'm not rooting for anyone throughout the whole trilogy, all of them. Maybe Aiden Turner and like Philly and Killy. Like I like them as brothers. They're really fun, and I want him the love story to like with Tariel to like work out. But I don't want any of those characters to win, so I don't care about anyone on screen.
You know, it would have been so much more fun to have Manal Bennett in orc makeup.
Yes, 100%, dude. He's already imposing. He's a big boy. He played Deathstroke for a couple of years on
Slade.
Yeah, dude. Manu Bennett, 100%.
Teen Titans Go to the movies. Y'all should watch it.
Do you have a most
anticipated announcement?
Anticipated. There we go. That's the thing. Ooh, we should talk about that because I'll be here for. I should be able to do Speakeasy next week, and then I'll just be busy the next day.
And there should be. Well, it's all very Disney heavy. I mean, the whole thing's Disney heavy, but. At one point I was looking up the schedule so I could look it up again, but Marvel, Star Wars wise, I'd like to see anything from upcoming Star Wars. Other than Andor, I saw a bunch of Andor when I went and rewatched Rogue One. It was like 15 minutes of Andor.
I'd imagine they'll show some of that to the public.
Yeah. So I don't need more of Andor. I'm just ready for the show, but I would love to see something from Ahsoka and Mandalorian season 3. Maybe something akin to that leaked trailer, maybe in higher quality. Yeah. What else are they filming? I think they started filming Skeleton Crew, but I doubt we'd see anything.
I was about to ask: is John Watts? Has he started working on his new? Is he doing Skeleton Crew?
Yes.
Okay, that's with the kids, right? It's gonna be like a kids, very Amblin-esque, like Jude Law, and it's supposed to be very Goonies-esque. I think this is how it was described, kind of thing. I'm down for that. I would love that. I was rewatching No Way Home the other day. I was just on TV. It was premiered or whatever. I was thinking about going to see it in theaters, but I don't know if I want to see.
Well, I just
pay for those extra scenes, but
I casually have seen all the leaked and extended clips have just popped up on YouTube already.
Mm-hmm. New Rockstars did a whole breakdown 8 minutes long of every scene, every new thing.
And I was almost going to see it just on principle because I was like, hey, it doesn't hurt to see No Way Home again. But honestly, all the extended scenes that I have seen, I'm like, this isn't better. They should have been cut. There's some exchanges, and I was like, yes.
The only one
didn't need to be in it.
Is there's a little more to the conversation between MJ and Peter before the memory wipe happens at the very end of the movie.
That's not one that I saw yet.
Okay, so I'm not to say what happens, but the way Eric Voss at New Rockstars was breaking it down it made me be like, no, they should have left that in the movie. That's okay. It was an important piece of the conversation, I think. But maybe they're going a different way with future, spider stuff.
Great. Well said. Well said and well put.
I was gonna say something and try not to spoil it at the same time, because of what he describes the scene.
I was gonna say
I was trying to dance around not spoiling what I
didn't
was
want to be
to
a
say.
Debbie Downer, but what Mike said, the extended scene with the 3 spiders, I was watching it and I was like, I feel like they're beating a dead horse right now, and it just felt like rambling between them, and I was like, okay, this doesn't feel cute anymore. It just felt like kind of just awkward, a couple awkward guys just saying some stuff, and I felt like the way it was cut in the movie was quick and quippy, and it was good.
Roberto is approaching with my ice cream that I didn't order.
Oh.
My wife did. Hopefully I'll get some soon. We'll see.
Man.
Rogue One again, Thor Ragnarok, Cars, and Kanto, and Newsies.
Starring Kevin Smith.
Only if I can go with Kevin.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I honestly since I found out he was in that movie, I haven't rewatched them. I have no idea what scene he's in or what part of the movie he's in.
It's unfortunately we couldn't get a Newsies reference from Gore the God Butcher in Love and Thunder.
Why would he have thrown a Newsies reference out?
I don't know. They took every other opportunity to make jokes in that movie.
It's true. Hey, do you want to tell me the news, Gore? It's a terrible joke.
Yeah, that's really bad, Sean.
Why
don't you tell everyone you drank a lot before streaming this, and they'll forgive you.
This is not orange juice.
I opened this pretty much at the beginning of the show, and it's empty. So I got
a few of those in the fridge. I should grab one.
They're good. They're good.
I much like so. I really like Thor: Love and Thunder. It's my top. I think it's still my top 5 for
top
the year.
5.
I think it's
For the year. I thought you were gonna say Marvel. I said
no.
For what?
No. What's that? Letterbox. There we go. Let me pull up my top 5 of the year. I think I might have forgotten to rank my last movie I saw.
I don't have a Marvel movie in my top 5.
I currently have. Yes, it is my number 3 movie still. I don't know if I think I need to move it down the list, to be honest. I currently have Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yep. Correct.
And Top Gun Maverick.
Correct.
And it's kind of like a 1A, 1B. Like they're both number 1, to be honest.
Yeah.
Then I have Thor: Love and Thunder. And then Elvis.
Correct.
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
Fair.
And then Prey.
Also fair.
And then I really like Bullet Train. I know you said it wasn't for you.
But because what did I say earlier? It's about quality of discourse. It's okay. And I made a tweet yesterday, I think, where I was like, if I really didn't care for something, I don't want to waste my time talking about it a bunch. Haskell, funny you mentioned RRR because we have some loose plans in the works here. That has been probably the most single requested film that we do a watch along / reaction to. And I've been wanting to watch it for a long time, but it's chunky, it's long.
So it's like 3 hours long movie.
And it's a lot easier, I think, to commit to watching a 3-hour movie in theaters. It's harder at home because of just all the distractions and things like that. That's why Lord of the Rings is usually like a multi-day process. Anyways, all that said, we recently passed 500 subscribers, and we thought a fun way to celebrate that would be to have everyone get together, because almost everyone has Netflix, and we would do a RRR watch along as part of our subscriber party for passing 500. I thought that'd be a lot of fun. Haskell says his top 5 from what he's seen is Top Gun Maverick, RRR, Thor, Doctor Strange 2, and Sir. I hate being the guy that's like, you haven't seen any movies, but the second you put Jurassic whatever.
So you're naming Jurassic whatever as in your top, but you don't want to say Dominion? I'm pretty sure the word whatever has more letters than Dominion.
Okay. I was going to see Invitation, and the reviews were just from a very eclectic amount of this movie sucks. And I was like, all right. Because it's one of those ones, like I always say, reviews help me the most when I'm clearly on the fence about something.
Sure.
Like I could go one way or the other. That's when I look at reviews the most. Because I don't want to waste my time. If I'm set on seeing something, it doesn't matter. But Invitation was one of those. I did see Bodies. It was fun.
It is perfect.
I saw it with my wife and her friend. They both liked it a little more than I did, but it's definitely Gen Z's version of Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I think is how I have pitched it.
I've only seen Tucker and Dale once, and it was like right when it hit home video too. I need to watch that again.
I caught it way later. Like it was on Netflix a few years back, and I was like, Alan Tudyk, okay. And I watched it. And I was like, this is great.
Look, don't tease Sonic 2. It's currently my number 13 movie of the year. I really like the
Wait, is Sonic this year?
Yeah, it was like February.
And
it was
all right. So here's the thing. I don't like Sonic more than Multiverse, but I think I do like it more than Love and Thunder. Maybe. I don't know. Sonic felt like it had its own intentional identity more than some things do.
So where I originally started this whole conversation was Thor: Love and Thunder. I wanted a little more God butchering out of the God Butcher.
Yeah.
But it's not like a huge gripe for me. Whereas also in Multiverse, which was a bigger gripe for me, was that I wanted more multiverse in the Multiverse movie, which we get much better in Everything Everywhere All at Once, another Multiverse movie.
Yeah, it is a little unfortunate that.
And I think, honestly, I wonder if that kind of colors my expectation of Doctor Strange Mom, is that I saw them too close together and everything was such a better movie. And so I'm comparing the two.
And as somebody that likes Multiverse a lot more than you do, still agree. It is like Everything Everywhere is the better multiverse movie. And it was so funny and ironic that the marketing is like the best multiverse movie this year. And after seeing
Pat, I know it's late. It's 1 a.m. You need your rest, buddy. Go to bed. It's the greatest movie of the decade. He's like, let's do this.
Oh, Samaritan. I haven't. Samaritan's on my list.
Ooh, yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I was gonna try to watch it at work today, but I actually had to work.
Have you not seen?
I couldn't sit in my office.
Have you not seen? Oh no, Prey is on his list. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I love me some Marvel movies, but there's just been better other movies out.
Yeah.
Like you're saying.
Scout, forgive me for asking, but how old are you? Are you okay to watch movies like Everything Everywhere All at Once? There's a little bit of risque scenes in that movie. You know what I mean? Hopefully.
Things involving awards, maybe?
Awards, stamps, lots of stamps.
Yeah.
Stuff. I can't wait to do the R. I know you were explaining it while I was busy with my daughter. It's everything's. We've been so busy. Like every single weekend, it's been so ridiculous busy.
You know, I just forgot.
And new movies, new shows, everything coming out.
What am I seeing next Friday? Oh, dude, I might not be around for Speakeasy next Friday.
News to me. Let's have a production meeting. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Brahmastra.
You're seeing it Friday. Okay,
yeah.
I'm not seeing it till Monday.
Yeah. So unless we do a super late one. Because I think my showing's kind of late.
What's your show time? I think someone commented that it's like 2:40 too. It's like a longer movie.
Cool.
I could be wrong. I'm gonna see it Monday.
I'm not seeing it too late. I'm seeing it about 7. Oh yeah, it's 2:45. No, it's gonna be by the time I get home, it'll be late.
And especially with trailers, you're gonna be home till like 10:30.
Let's see, 7. Give it about 7:20. You'll probably start. 2 hours 40 minutes.
Yeah, you're not gonna be out till 10, and then drive home. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do it without you.
Oh, you want to do a late one?
Yeah, no, we'll do it without you.
Oh, like last time, or just
We're just gonna start when we feel like it. Whoever may want to be my co-host that night, and you can hop in when you go.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you too. It's fine.
Oh no, you didn't like Top Gun Maverick? Okay, you're old enough. Why no Top Gun Maverick?
Interesting.
I'm interested. No judgment. I'm like genuinely curious.
You know,
it was so, especially seeing it in theater. We saw it in IMAX. Dude, it was so nerve-wracking in like the scene where they're going up the thing. It was ridiculous.
I love that Mike K said I haven't seen Prey yet, and I have no real good excuse. Because if he didn't say he had no good excuse, I would have told him he doesn't have a good excuse. But I'm sure you're caught up on Young Justice, right? Judging over here. It didn't hit the nostalgia chord. Here's the funny thing.
Okay.
I have no nostalgia for Top Gun. I saw Top Gun for the first time 2 years ago, and I was like, yes, this is good. It's good. I didn't grow up with it, though. My wife grew up with it, and it was like one of the staples of her family. It was not for me. I don't mean the movie wasn't for me. I just mean it wasn't a staple for us. And then I loved Maverick.
I saw Top Gun again. Like I had seen it like growing up, but like I didn't remember it. But I saw it again recently, like within the last couple of years. And then the day that I was going to see Maverick, I didn't need to watch it. I was like listening to it because I drive from place to place for work, so I could kind of just listen to the movie and like remember the scene in my head. And it hit, especially the goose parts and stuff like that.
Oh my god! So, is the Batman this year?
Yeah, it's March, bro.
Yeah, I have no conception of time, but yeah, no, I like Marvel's.
It's my number 15.
Marvel's not even close to the 5, and I love
behind Sonic 2 and the Atom Project.
Yes, I told you, multiverse is above Sonic.
Did you see Hustle?
Wait,
with Adam Sandler? It's on Netflix.
No, I haven't.
It's good. It's really good. I really like Hustle.
Yeah. A trailer reaction. Well, I already watched the trailer, so I'm not fake enough to do a reaction to it.
Oh, I didn't. I don't like scary things, and it looks scary.
Haskell said live reaction right now, maybe. Well, we should tell you the same thing we told. Was it Garth last time we did Speakeasy, where we said if we donated, we do a Pinocchio Pauly Shore trailer reaction?
The Pauly Shore Pinocchio. That was.
But father, I have a whole
You should have
world to
clipped that
see.
out for TikTok. Go back and clip that out for TikTok.
Yeah, I'll need a reminder when like during the day. Yeah, with John Heater as like a donkey. Apparently, John Heater's second foray into voice acting pointed out
hilarious.
to us by. Was it also Garth that pointed that out?
Maybe.
Might have been.
Wait, what's the worst movie of all time? Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
Oh, he's saying I don't care if it's like ends up being
it? Oh, okay.
You're proposing that it's going to theaters. Do we know for sure Blood and Honey's coming out in theaters? And
right.
I'm with Haskell. I'm watching Streamlabs right now. If we can get like, I don't know, $2.
$2.
It's $2. I will. If Sean doesn't want to pull it up himself, I'll pull it up.
we can do it for a few shekels. That's fine. Totally.
A few 10 shillings.
10
watch
shillings.
The trailer.
10 galleons. Shout out to Harry Potter nerds. I'll have to sit down and think. So, Pray No Way Home. Where are you located? No Way Home came out in December.
It did. In the U.S. is December.
In the U.S. Yeah,
but there's a lot of places it was the January film. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's why I was asking. I love the You know what? It's my top 5 for the last 365 days. Sure, I'll say that in the last year, not the current year.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's get it on. Haskell, shout out to Haskell. Thank you, Ed.
What?
Appreciate you. All right, fine. I'll pull it up. Let's do it.
I'm still refreshing. Nothing's happening over here. Well, we're all fine here. How are you?
I'm staring at it. It's right here. I just have to find it. Stand by. What am I doing to myself?
I think this is a fun goal thing too, because we just for like little Streamlabs and stuff, be like, we'll do freaking weird ass trailer reactions.
So I want to put together an official video we can put out for the channel, but we can mention it here on Speakeasy. We've talked a little bit because our channel's growing. You know, luckily, like we've been fortunate enough, especially in the recent 2 months, just to like we have a steady progression up. I think sometime we're going to start a Discord. And if we start edging closer to 1,000 eventually, and you know, we're slowly climbing. So hopefully by 6 months down the road,
at least we're climbing, because we hit 270 like a while back, and it was
like right.
And then our subscribers just took a nap. We're like,
we're thinking if we can finally hit 1,000 someday down the road, we'll think about starting a Patreon too, and doing things where for $1 a month, tell us what to react to, like that, like some stuff like that, whatever. We can make very, very small tiers, easy to join, easy to hang out, and we can all we can build this community.
We're not egocentric maniacs. We're not gonna be like $20 and we'll do a watch along.
Right. $20. You can tell us what to do.
It's just like, no, like, help us buy a couple coffees, and then we'll
you know what? Streaming these lovely faces in HD 1080p monthly costs $50 for stream.
That's really true. Actually, I say coffee, but we're like $50 in the hole every month, because
every month we are paying to
now
we could do it. Now, if we were better with tech, we could do it for free, and we could use OBS and stream out. But that's complicated.
It's complicated. And as Scout says, thanks to San Diego Comic-Con. Speaking of that, D23, we're hoping to replicate some semblance of that kind of success. Will be a lot of fun. Please join us for that. It'll be that Saturday, which I think is the 10th. Saturday the 10th. I'll be streaming on here, I think at 11 a.m.
I think it's running from 10 to 12-ish or something. I don't know. I think, by next week we'll hammer out an exact.
I looked at the schedule at one point, and then I just haven't looked at it in a little bit. So Haskell's in the chat wondering why this trailer's not up yet.
I'm looking. There's so many trailer reactions. Which we totally should have done a reaction to it, an actual one.
As a kid, Winnie was my favorite. I'd hold my stuffed Winnie the Pooh bear as I sat in front of the TV and watched the TV special. I don't know why. After watching the trailer, I was like, why doesn't this movie have Nicolas Cage in it? Because I was thinking of that Willy's Wonderland movie, and it gave off those kind of similar vibes. There's
a warning. It says this video may be inappropriate for some viewers.
Oh, get out of here, Scout.
Thanks, IGN. Hold on. Let's make sure the volume's up. I can't hear that. Hold on. Why can't I hear it?
I don't know. I started Willy's Wonderland.
There
I
it
got
goes.
10 minutes into it, and then I think fell asleep because I started it too late, and I just didn't revisit it.
Okay, stand by. You tell me if you can hear this.
Do we agree Drive Angry is Nick Cage's best work?
Do you hear that noise? Okay.
I can hear that.
Perfect.
Out of all the things that we have avoided for copyright, if this is one of the things that gets the video pulled out instantly, I'll just go to bed. It's fine.
Like, screw it. All right. Here we
You've
go.
heard of the land of milk and honey.
We got you, Haskell. We got you, buddy. All right, we got them. We got it pulled up.
That one's
Drive Angry is absolutely Nick Cage's best work. It's
so guaranteed
way better than Next or
yeah, that's true.
What was the other one?
The Knowing.
The Knowing. Yeah, Knowing.
I can already tell you our first Patreon will be John Lestrina, if not for any reason other than to force us to do a watch long for the Fast movies, which is fine because I've seen 3 of them.
You haven't seen all. I think we've talked about this before.
I've seen 1, 5, and Hobbs and Shaw.
I really like Tokyo Drift. People hate on it, but I actually really enjoyed it. But it like hit at the right time. I think it was 2004-ish when it came out, and like I was almost a senior in high school, so it was like the right time for me.
I think people hated Hobbs and Shaw because they wanted a Fast and Furious movie, and I think I liked Hobbs and Shaw because I don't like Fast and Furious films. Does that make sense? Okay.
Sure.
It was a superhero movie with Idris Elba. That's fine.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Sure.
It's fun.
Superhero, Black Superman as the bad guy. All right, ready?
Okay.
All right, you asked for this. Thank you, Ed.
Yep.
Let's get it on.
Oh, all those big names. I love that the automatic.
You're the first person I ever shown this place to.
Why am I so special?
Why is Christopher not Ewan McGregor?
Christopher, and there you love. You should be close now.
We're not going to find
I never saw
them.
Christopher.
You will.
It's charming.
Yeah. We should just keep talking over the music box stuff. So
I love that 100 Acre Wood looks like it's written in freaking blood.
Definitely. Your rip, R.I.P.
We need to leave.
Yeah, definitely.
Now.
I really need to find out what's happening, okay?
I want to spin off of what happened to Eeyore.
I really need to find out what's happened here, though. That's scary. I don't like scary movies. Oh, you can hear the crunch.
That'll be another. Oh my gosh! Wait.
Kind of cold.
What?
That'll be such a fun Patreon goal to have. Is like if you hit 1 rank, you can make Sean watch a scary movie every month.
We need to go.
Let's do it.
Laura's
Yeah.
No, there's no way this is in theaters. This looks like a YouTube movie.
It looks like the Strangers. Strangers. Why'd you pick us? Because you were home. It's definitely just you guys. Oh.
We used to be friends. Why are you doing this, please?
We
I
used
would
to.
have never left that.
You're talking to the 400-pound man with my mask on. We used to be friends.
It's been 11 days. It seems like it took a little too long.
All right, Piglet. That was fun.
What's that for? Mike says, I just love this movie exists, but I don't know if it's actually going to be good. It won't be. Like, nobody can be delusional enough to be like, oh, this will be the next Quiet Place.
Right. Could be the next Strangers Pray at Night or whatever.
Yeah, maybe the next Purge 5. How many have there been?
Purge Anarchy, the first Purge.
The Purge-a-sance.
Purgy McPurgerson, the Purging.
Black Eyed Peas and Purgy.
One of my favorite things is, and I'm horrible at yes-anding, but if you watch any of Christian's stuff, he can always like give some character or something a name. He cracked me up. I think he was talking about Game of Thrones, and he said something McGillicuddy. And just such a random name. And I audibly started, like, I actually LOL'd instead of just faking it on the inside. But it was just funny. I can never yes and just keep stuff going like that.
Here's a question for the chat. What is your childhood character or characters that you'd like to see get this kind of like R-rated nonsensical treatment, I would like to propose the Berenstain Bears.
And they're called the Berenstain Bears, just to change it up.
Yeah, and it's like bloodstained. The Berenstain Bears.
But yeah, Berenstain, and it's written in blood stain because the blood stain. Get it?
Yeah.
Childhood stuff. Ooh. Lamb Chop. Did you watch Lamb Chop?
No.
No. This is the song that never ends, and it goes on and on. You don't know what Lamb Chop is?
Is that a dog? No, that's
it's a lamb.
What's the
Lamb
dog? What's the name?
Is that a dog?
Hang on,
Lamb.
No, wait.
It's a lamb.
What's the name of the dog in Doug? Wasn't
Doug's
something chop?
Peter, Patty mayonnaise, pork chop. Yeah, I think it's pork chop.
See, that's what I was talking about. I was like, it's a dog.
Okay, I guess you really didn't watch Lamb Chop?
No.
Okay, so it's a lady. It was like an educational show on PBS, and it's this lady with a hand puppet goes down to here, and it's a lamb, and they sing, "This is the song that never," and it literally, like, the chorus just restarts the song, so it literally could go on forever, and that's that's part of the horror, is that the song never ends, but you hear it at the end of the alleyway coming towards you. And then Lamb Chop, her mouth is covered in blood. It's some demented preschool teacher who's gone off the wall and then just killed her whole class, and she's just coming for every other kid.
And then, like, opens the mouth, and it's freaking like Pennywise from It with the deadlights in its throat. Just whoa, whoa, whoa. I haven't
seen the It movies. I don't like scary movies.
Get us to 100. Get us to 100. Get us to 1,000 subscribers. I have ideas for this Patreon. Now we just got to think of what kind of movies I've refused.
Mike knows.
I have a huge lapse, and I think you do too, in gangster movies. So, like, pretty much name a gangster movie, and I need to see it. Except Gangster Squad, which apparently I'm the only person on the planet who enjoyed.
I saw it once, and it was fine, but I think I was too young to appreciate gangster movies, and so I was just like, "Ooh, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, let's go!" Like,
I want to see not even so much a horror remake, but just a resurgence of Courage the Cowardly Dog, maybe done in a different medium so that it's scarier.
Dexter would fuck some shit up.
Oh,
what up, Joey? How you doing tonight?
Dexter's Laboratory in live action, done to the tune of a Cronenberg film.
Did Cronenberg did he do Centipede? What is it called?
He did Fly.
Human Centipede? No. I was thinking like body mutilation, which I guess is kind of like the Fly has some body horror.
He does do, because he did. Didn't he do one of the things or no? So there's John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, who did the remake?
Yeah, I could be wrong.
With Mary Elizabeth Winstead, it was like 2011.
Sure.
No, it was Mathis Van Jr.
Isn't that what I said? No.
Mathis Van Huygen. I think they're.
I don't have a ready list, but you could take a list of movies that you've seen that you could share. Sean keeps track of them on Letterboxd, I think.
I'm only keeping track of 2022 movies that I've seen.
Yeah, they said this year.
Oh, this year? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
I'll give you a quick rundown.
Sean and I have
go top down or bottom up.
Well, I could
top.
If it's we've done this on one of our shows, but like if it's not streaming, I could tell you most of them because I still have my AMC ticket stub things. So we could do that, but I'll let Sean go first.
You know what? A movie might have supplanted Morbius in the bottom spot. While I was editing the other day, I was like, you know what? I need some background noise.
Yeah.
So I went to Netflix and I put on Me Time. Do you know what Me Time is?
I know what My Time is. But...
Kevin Hart and Marky Mark. And it is about them being middle-aged men, one with a family, one with a party complex. and it might be the worst movie I've seen in the last 5 years.
Reefisms asked, did Cronenberg do Videodrome? I only know about Biodome.
Biodome. I've heard Videodrome forever. I have no idea what it's about or what it is. I've never seen it.
The Fraggles get trapped underground for a generation, come up all demented like us. Or you, like Us. Okay, the movie Us. Taking the place of kids turned. Did you see Nope, Sean?
I saw Nope. Nope wasn't really, I wouldn't say it was horror. I didn't see Us, though. I did not see Us.
I didn't really.
Cronenberg did do Videodrome, yeah.
So my thing, I feel, to me, Nope is the first, and very much up for debate or whatever. Nope was the first Peele movie for me that stuck the landing, and I mean that as in like a third act thing. Because like I liked Get Out and Us to a point, and they both kind of lost me in the third act.
I like Get Out so much I would have watched it 3 times if I could.
Oh, well, you can still watch
Which
it.
I guess that was a joke from the movie. Do you remember the joke?
Oh,
Bradley
yeah.
Whitford goes,
Yeah.
I voted for Obama. I would have voted for him 3 times if I could.
Yeah. Let's just bounce off each other. I'll say a movie and you say a movie. And we'll just
what do we
go
do?
through
Okay.
for this year. So the earliest one I have recorded on AMC, at least, this can't be right. Maybe this is as far back as it goes, but The Lost City in March.
Okay. I have that at my number 22 of the year.
I don't have them ranked.
And I really liked it. I liked every movie. I liked at least 27 of my 34 movies. So I've seen 34 new releases this year so far.
Nice.
That's your what? Are you just, or is that
they're
just
not
your
ranked?
release
I'm going through tickets. I'm just
gotcha.
So, yeah, that's the first one that's listed this year.
Yeah, I like Lost City. It was really fun. I mean, it was exactly as advertised, basically. It was,
and possibly a little better than advertised.
Yeah, maybe. I want to see. I actually really am looking forward to seeing Weird Al. Because I want to see Daniel Radcliffe just do so much. I just want to see him do kooky shit. I haven't seen Horns or Guns Akimbo or Swiss Army Man yet, and I really do want to see all those movies just to see him do some weird shit other than Harry Potter.
This movie was so good it made me rewatch Women in Black a little while ago.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I thought it was better than it was, and then I rewatched it. I was like, oh, actually, this movie's not very good.
Yeah, the weird trailer was pretty good. It sold exactly what you would think that movie would be, but I didn't realize it was going to be so comedical. Like I thought it was going to be more like
comedical.
Comedical. Yeah, comedical is the word. Like potentiality.
The fact that you think that is comical.
Anyway, I'm running the show. It's the solo show from here on. I do have a Roku mic. I have a couple of them in the house because we stream shit. Just chilling back. He's just not going to put himself back on screen. Oh, okay. I got it because it's a Roku movie. Yes, I remember. I realized why you were asking that. But you're not getting Rokus are like $30. Go to Walmart, buy a Roku. You can stream all the things you need. Apple TV is like $150. Roku's are like, nah, we got you. give me your Starbucks order for the month. We'll get you a streaming device. Jess is going by. I don't know what he's typing now. All right. Did you ever watch Sea Beast?
Me, I did.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, I did too. So Netflix will randomly just throw out real good animation. Klaus.
I still haven't seen Klaus.
Klaus remains to be. It's a new Christmas staple now. My God, that movie's fantastic. Like it's really good. Arcane is a series, but also fantastic.
I still haven't watched Arcane. I was thinking about doing a reaction show for the channel, but Patreon. Reactions are a lot of work. And
well, you know what we could do?
I feel like it's past the talking. Maybe if like a season 2 comes out, like I'll react to season 1 or something, or season 3. I don't know how many seasons there are.
This doesn't happen until. Thank you. Yeah, Twerky Mercs.
Twerky Mercs. You need a Twerky Jerks shirt.
Yeah, for Hulk or She-Hulk.
Yeah, and then instead of Koi there, you need She-Hulk twerking.
and Megan on Megan Thee Stallion on the other end. What was I talking about? Oh, the Patreon. So again, yeah, we can't get there without support and sharing and everybody interacting and stuff and helping with the YouTube algorithm. But once we do get there, it would be fun to have either series or movie options in polls and having everyone vote on them.
Yeah.
And doing things like that. I'd love to engage with the community more. And I feel like Patreon gives us a more specified place to do that.
That would be part of the plan if we ever get there. 2 movies. Did you see Jackass Forever?
I did.
I loved it. And I was watching TikTok and there was someone like showing my 12-year-old Jackass for the first time. And this kid was losing his shit. And I was like, oh, I remember being that young. Because like when Jackass first hit MTV and then they came out with their very first movie in like 2005 or whenever it was, like just watching that, maybe even earlier than that, huh? Like 2001. When did the first Jackass movie come out? Someone Google that. But yeah, I can't wait to show my kids Jackass for the time. I just don't want to show my 10-year-old daughter like dicks yet.
Sure.
I feel like I should wait 8, 10, 20 years and then, we'll get there. Maybe I'll show them the MTV stuff, right? It's all censored.
It was fun.
It was lots of fun. I have so many camcorder videos of us doing stupid shit on skateboards. And
I wish I still had them. I
don't have them. They're like somewhere.
I remember racing down a neighborhood hill in office chairs. There's no control.
No.
Like it's just terrifying. Terrifying. And you can't stop. If you put your foot down, all you do is get flung to the ground.
You just spin and then then you're a spinning top.
Haskell, don't you do that. So I just want to point out, because Garth might be the only person in the chat that gets this. I thought it was really funny. So I said, did you hear the Shredder is obsessed with streaming? Now they call him Rokusaki. Rokusaki is Shredder's real name. So I thought it was funny. Anyways.
Who played the Shredder in the Michael Bay Transformers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle films?
Well, the Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtles films.
Yeah.
Which one?
Both?
No.
Yeah.
It's Brian something.
He's also the Drift King in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Right. They recast Shredder.
No.
Brian right? Brian T?
Brian T.
Yeah.
No,
it's a big, tall, bald guy in the first one, and he's in shadows. And you don't see who he is.
I got you. I was gonna, the first movie you don't really see him, so I wouldn't call him because William Fichtner just plays like Shredder's apprentice or whatever in the first movie.
That's why I asked you which film, because I don't know. It's the big, tall Asian man who I don't know.
Okay. Sure, we'll go with that.
So I was trying to see if I could flex or not. Okay, second movie. You said Sea Beast, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which we've already said is the film of the year.
The film of the decade, according to Pat.
Yeah,
shout out to Pat.
Obviously.
Samaritan, Reefism. No, I haven't watched it yet. I mentioned that earlier. Normally, I have some time to like chill in my office and watch movies. In my office being my work bed. I didn't today because it was 112 degrees outside, and I'm still dehydrated. So yeah, not yet. I do want to see that.
Next,
I haven't even watched the trailer for it yet. I've seen like TV spots, and I'm like, I'm in. Sure. I need to watch the trailer for it.
Yeah, same way. I was like, I get the concept. I'm down to watch it. I just don't know when.
Did you ever watch Brian and Charles?
Mm-mm.
I think I told you. It might have been Allison. I think I told Allison to watch it. At Dan Merle and Mark Knockvick's request. Well, not request. Their suggestion. I think it's like it might be still Dan's like #1 movie of the year. At least the last movie update I had seen from him. But it's fun. It's like a New Zealand Irish, something with an accent. Overseas.
We're the worst.
And I think it's Irish. And it's very small, super low budget. It's kind of like in the vein of like Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Like it's like super low budget, but it's like heartwarming. But it's not like the best movie though, because there's like a lot of like very, very slow build, very, very slow. and then like a little bit, and then very, very slow. And then you finally get to the end where it's like, oh, okay, this is what I've been waiting for an hour and a half. And it finally hits at the end. But it was enjoyable. I definitely do recommend seeing it.
Well, we have already
I'm Charles Prochescu.
we have already today and many other days ad nauseum discussed how amazing Everything Everywhere
Minions.
All at Once is.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we can get right out.
Did you
I
like
got-
The Gray Man? We never talked about it.
I didn't watch The Gray Man.
You didn't watch it? Okay. It was good. People were shitting on the action. It was very much in the action in the vein of like Winter Soldier. Especially it's from the Russos, but with a little too much CG. And there's like a part where there's a shootout in a town square. Everyone's dying. Everyone's this, that, the other. And Ryan Gosling's just over here, like trying to pick up a gun. He's like hiding behind this bench. He's like, if I could just reach this gun, I'll be okay. It's like, dude, that's a pistol with like one bullet, and you're still handcuffed to this thing. Like, you should be dead by now. There's bullets everywhere, and you should be dead. So there's a few parts where it's like, this is just so ridiculous. But I love Chris Evans just playing an asshole, just like Knives Out style, like super asshole the whole time. And I'm like, yes, I need more of this guy. And like very much like Scott Pilgrim, like super asshole.
Man, if you ever want to know like what's wrong with like theater goers and stuff, the fact that Nice Guys bombed will always upset me for the remainder of my life. And I think that's quite possibly my favorite Ryan Gosling role so far. That's saying something. He's done a lot of good work. I got to see The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent early, like 4 or 5 days early, and I quite enjoyed that film.
I enjoyed it. I didn't see it early. I saw it way late, so I think it was overhyped a little bit. But I enjoyed it overall. I saw it too late to be overhyped.
Fantastic Beasts was trash.
Ed, you did not have to pay. We appreciate it, but thank you for the $5. Fantastic Beasts was super trash. It is my, other than Paws of Fury and Morbius, and now, like I said, Me Time, it's my number 4 lowest of the year. Right next to Uncharted.
You know what movie I was hoping was going to be in my top 5, but didn't
Ambulance. Make it? I didn't see it. I've not seen Ambulance yet.
I really enjoyed this movie, but it didn't make it to my top 5. The Northman.
It is my number 21.
Wow.
I like everything in 27 and up, though. So, like, it's not unenjoyable. I don't think Robert Eggers is for me. I have not seen The Lighthouse. I haven't seen The Vivitch. The Lobster.
I haven't seen.
Did he do The Lobster, or is that someone else?
I don't think so.
Who did The Lobster?
Listen, it's one of those things, kind of like that Leo meme from Django Unchained, where it's like, at first you had my curiosity, now you have my attention. Robert Eggers has my attention. It doesn't mean that I like am in love with his movies.
That's only his third movie. The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman. Those are only 3.
I've seen 2 out of 3.
All right. I don't know who I thought did The Lobster, but
Doctor Strange was a lot of fun. We've talked about it plenty. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3. There's 4 tickets. Top Gun. Talked about that. Jurassic World Dominion.
You saw
was a
Top Gun
film.
4 times.
Yeah,
it was. It was a film I almost stayed awake for.
Lightyear was also a movie with.
I liked Lightyear.
It was. I don't mean this to sound as brutal as it might come across. Lightyear is, out of the ones I've seen, possibly the most forgettable Pixar movie. Now there's Pixar movies I haven't seen, like any of the Cars sequels. So I'll put that out there. But usually they stick with you. And until this image popped up, I was like, oh, I did sit through. I did watch that movie. I forgot.
You didn't grow up reading the Potter books. I know you're a different generation than we are. I did. It hit me right at the right time. Like, the reason I started reading Harry Potter was I was in middle school, and I would just not read anything. Like, my parents were frustrated and trying to figure out how to make me do my homework. I would always pass my classes, but I would never do my homework. So I would like skate by. And so my teacher was like, well, there's this new book thing that just came out. Everyone's loving it. And I think the second book had just like come out or something. And so they got me reading Harry Potter, and I was hooked from chapter 1, and I read all of them. Like, I was at the midnight release party at Barnes and Noble to get the 6th book. Like, I was all about Harry Potter.
Mike K is absolutely correct. Lightyear.
As he got
That's a
exalted.
crossover. Let's get a black and white live action Lightyear movie, directed by Robert Eggers. But he said, yeah, Lightyear should have been on Disney Plus, and Turning Red would have crashed in theaters. Turning Red, on the other hand, not forgettable. I thought Turning Red was an absolute blast.
It's my number 10 right now.
Yeah.
I really like Turning Red.
So Garth says Good Dinosaur is still the worst Pixar movie. Again, I said Lightyear is the most forgettable Pixar movie I think I've seen. There's Pixar movies I haven't seen. Good
Night
Dinosaur
Scout.
being one of them.
Thank you for hanging out. This is the first time I've seen you, and we appreciate you being here.
It was a lot of fun.
I think I've tried to watch The Good Dinosaur, but I've never like sat from start to finish. Like, I put it on, but not like finished it. You know what I mean? But I've seen the end, but like not like watched all the way through.
You know what movie I would love to add on to our fictional, not existent yet Patreon horror watch along with Sean? Oh my gosh, we could call them horror movie watch-a-thons. Yeah.
We're gonna work on that title.
We're gonna workshop it. But Black Phone, I finally saw way after the fact. And I was just gonna say this very calmly. It is slightly overhyped, but very good. Very good. Also, not that scary, I think.
Okay.
Like, I think it's tense, but there's a difference between a movie being tense and being like terrifying.
Like edge of your seat type of stuff.
Yeah, because it is a kind of serial killer movie with a tinge of supernatural, and it's just tense in the way that serial killer movies are tense, but it's no Halloween or anything. And there's not a lot of gore in there or anything. There's not a whole lot of jump scares.
You know what movie I've never seen?
Halloween.
I've
only seen 2 of them. I've seen the first and the reboot.
I know the story. I get it. I've never sat and watched it start to finish. I've seen it all, but not like in a sitting, you know.
Here's the blasphemy. Ready? I don't think you're missing anything. And again, I just don't like talking about things that I don't really care about.
Sure.
Fully respect Halloween fans. It's a staple of the genre. Both Sean and I are not what you would call horror fans. The difference being Sean chooses not to watch most of them. I watch some of them and like some of them. I think Sean just kind of avoids it.
I was talking to Allison, and I think she said Carpenter is her favorite filmmaker.
Fascinating, but Black Phone.
He did Halloween, obviously. I don't know about that.
We've all saw
one John Carpenter film.
Yeah,
and it was Ghost of Mars with Ice Cube. Like, that's if you're gonna see one Carpenter film, it's Ghost of Mars with Ice Cube. And I've only seen one Martin Scorsese film, and it's The Departed.
Haskell said I liked the Black Phone, but no real suspense at all for me, at least. I was expecting lots of tension, being freaked out. I was like, okay. Wait, that's it? I didn't feel quite that like middle of the road about it, but I get the feeling. Like, it was built up to be like, oh, this is the next thing in horror. But they always do that.
First of all, VP on.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I was just.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, VP on. No, we're not yet. At least Jesse and I were talking because we hit our 500 subs, and we might hit 600 by the time this happens. But we were going to plan and announce we're going to do an RRR watch along because we hit our 500 subs. We're trying to plan accordingly, and we've been so busy. Plus, Disney D23 is coming up, and so we're trying to like plan our weekend accordingly. We'll probably do it on a Saturday or Sunday on a weekend where we can all be together. But down the road, stretch goal, 6 months, whenever it happens, if we ever hit 1,000 subscribers, we want to start a Patreon. And so, we have to introduce Patreon tiers to entice our lovely people to join. So maybe we'll do watch-alongs, and you can, you know what? You can submit a watch-along for me to watch a horror movie. or
And-
Allison to watch all the superhero films. We're just gonna have Allison. You know what? That's gonna be on the poll every week. Is just Lord of the Rings and Allison every week. We're just gonna force her to keep watching Lord of the Rings because she says they're so boring.
You know what? For me, it could be anime movies. That's also a huge hole that I have. The only anime movies I've watched is like really genre specific things. Like I've watched one of the main Street Fighter the animated movies like 16 times.
I think I've seen one of them, the really popular one from like 15 years ago. I think so. I used to watch a lot of it because I was really into Dragon Ball.
The one I watched was like late 90s, I think. The one that starts out with like Ryu fighting Sagat and like the grassy fields, and
I would I do not. I was really into Dragon Ball as a kid. I was all about it. Other than that, yeah. Other than that, it would be like Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away. Have you seen those?
Yeah. Because things started leaving HBO, Lauren like bought like 5 Studio Ghibli movies because she's scared.
Okay.
Of them leaving HBO.
Right. But have you watched them?
Yes. Partially.
What'd you think?
Some of them.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually get them.
You like understand, like get the message.
Like I usually get like the core what they're trying to say.
Mike, I will compile a list.
But they're just.
You're the right one to ask.
I think my favorite one I've watched so far is Spirited Away, I think. Because I was having so much fun going, what the fuck?
Yeah. Between Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke, which are such the cop out. If you're like, oh, Studio Ghibli, like those are the 2 movies you name pretty much.
Right.
Those are 2 of my favorite animated movies of all time. Like they're so good, but
I
it's
was
also so
watching, like,
weird.
the cancerous pig in Mononoke, and I was like, this is nightmare fuel. I hate this.
Yeah. It's been a while since I watched them, so I don't remember all the details, but I remember just loving them so much. Like they're so Studio Ghibli. Yes, it's all about rocks. It's just the rock eaters from Neverending Story.
That is the I was gonna say that's the nightmare reboot I want. No, I take that back. Neverending Story was a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. And your name? I know Acura. In your name, I don't know your name.
It's Akira. Acura's a car.
Akira. I think different pronunciations. Big Trouble in China's Carpenter, Ed Boon, Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
I really liked Alita. Battle Angel. It's not this year, but I enjoyed it.
I tried to watch that. That was on the new IG list that came out at the beginning of the year that got then retrofitted and taken off. So it was going to be a movie I was going to watch, and because I was binging through all the monster. It was going to be kaiju and monster movies, I think. So I had just watched like Pacific Rim. I was going to watch all the Godzilla movies, and then Alita was going to be another movie because I hadn't seen it yet. So it was going to be something on the list. I never got to it.
So yeah, all ideas, but Patreon doesn't happen until
we got a while to go.
We got a while to go, but just so you guys know, there's goals. There's things that we want to do. Rogue One was great in IMAX. Bodies. Saw that. Bullet Train. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Liz Olsen. I saw someone retweet that.
Malarkey.
And sure, I like her in her role. I haven't seen a ton of her other stuff. I never saw Wind River.
Godzilla.
I didn't see. I mean, I saw Godzilla, but she was such a side character.
Yeah,
like,
I have seen Wind River.
Oh, you know what I want? Okay, after seeing Bullet Train, regardless of how you feel about the movie, I want Aaron Taylor Johnson in everything.
I
just
agree.
Like every movie, every show. I always want him on my screen because I love him. He's awesome.
Obviously, Jared Leto wasn't a selling point for me for Morbius. However, Aaron Taylor Johnson is a selling point for Craven. Mm-hmm. I was like, this trailer could be garbage, and I'll probably still see it because of Aaron Taylor Johnson. I'm just looking at upcoming movies because we've had a while where nothing's coming up. Have you seen the trailer for See How They Run with Sam Rockwell and Saoirse Ronan?
No, but I love them both.
Yeah, it's a murder mystery comedy with those two. Dude,
Okay.
Wait, tickets are on sale already? Wait, when is this? Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Tickets are on sale September 15th. You can get tickets right now. Yeah.
See how they run. What film is this? Okay, there's. I've seen the poster. Okay, I saw the poster. I saw them pictured in like old timey looking outfits.
I saw the trailer.
Adrian
I
Brody.
laughed out loud multiple times. It looks tons of fun.
What 2019 film starred Harris Dickinson?
Oh man, can you imagine your name basically being Harry Dickinson? Do you watch Letterkenny? I forget.
You're not gonna answer my question? Come on, bro.
I don't know who that is.
The Kingsman. He was the kid in the Kingsman,
Oh, great.
which
Do
also
you
had Aaron Taylor Johnson for no reason.
Right.
Like, why was he in that movie?
Do you watch Letterkenny?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay. There's a guy named Jim Dickens or Dickinson, I forget, but they always call him Jimmy Dickskin, and yeah, it's the whole joke, guys. Low hanging fruit.
I know Letterkenny has the long-haired blonde guy that ended up being the coach in Mighty Ducks Game Changers, but that's all I know about the show.
Dylan Playfair, probably.
I think that's yeah.
Yeah, he plays Riley.
Yeah.
There's Riley and Jonesy, and I always forget which one's which.
Yeah, he played the dickhead coach in Game Changers, the hockey coach, which is getting a season 2. I'm down for that. We'll do a Game Changers reaction. Fucking Disney Plus show. Kids show.
Well, that's the first Patreon goal.
That was the last. I think that's the last video. No, I did a Venom Let There Be Carnage trailer reaction, but that was the second to last video I did on my own channel before I joined forces. We did a Game Changers season review. That was fun. Oh, we got Mortal Kombat argument in the chat.
Do I need to get involved?
If you have any expertise on.
Oh, dude, I have all the expertise.
The history of Raiden. Who made the first comment? Oh, okay. Vapion over here.
Okay, Big Trouble in Little China is a carpenter, and it's where Ed Boon got Raiden. That's, well, sort of. Yeah.
And then Garth said no.
Not sure Raiden is an Asian Japanese deity, or they based the character. But did he look exactly like him?
It wasn't based on lightning. I have
Listen,
no idea.
Hang on. It's what, Big Trouble in Little China? I'm going to show you something. I think, what if you're
Dick
both
Ryder.
right?
Richard Ryder. I have no idea. Mike, I don't know what you're referring to. Unless you're talking about the Sam Rockwell movie that I already forget the name of. See How They Run. When did you say it come out?
Look, I'm literally on a Mortal Kombat Reddit, and it's a picture saying I found out Raiden is inspired by this character from Big Trouble in Little China. Look at, I'm going to share this.
You have control, right? You've just gone to reading the comments and you never click on anything anymore.
Listen.
Let me turn it up. I'm listening.
I'm kidding, but look at that. Tell me that's not Raiden. Yeah. Anyways, so
I've never seen spoilers, dude. I've never seen Big Trouble in Little China. I always thought that Chinatown and Big Trouble in Little China were the same movie. They're not.
It's very
The more you know. I just watched China for the first time. I just watched China. I just watched Chinatown for the first time.
The China Shop.
Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway. Shout out to Garth actually for responding to my tweet.
Oh,
It said, "Oh yeah, it was what's her name from Supergirl."
Melissa Benoist.
No, Faye Dunaway was the bad girl, I guess, in Supergirl '84 in the movie.
Oh, that one.
She played I can't remember her character's name, but she played basically a witch who wanted to, live forever, as bad guys want to do.
Dude, I'm the worst. Somebody else commented on the poll and said 250% it's the Sandman. I know. You're right. I'm wrong. That's like,
and there's about to be 3.
That's like last year. If I was in like best movie and like list all these movies, and then all the comments are like Dune, and I'm like, fuck.
Where's Dune?
Hey, crew. What's up, Brandon Buckingham? Hey, just to
Hey,
please
Buck.
Sean,
What's up,
I'm
buddy?
going
How
to
you
click
doing?
this. And Sean, let me tell you why I stopped clicking things. Because I click things the same times you click things, and we have a click off. And I only want one person clicking off on this channel, and it's not me.
You can click off if you want to. We'll just keep clicking things.
Well, if I'm going to click off, I need some me time.
You need Netflix because there is a movie for you.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. In fact, I'm going to rate that right now. Who else has seen Me Time? Sound off in the comments. And that, is it worse than Morbius? You know what? It's not as bad as Morbius, but it's right next to it. And that's my official ranking for Me Time.
Right.
It's my second to worst movie of the year. What?
Gone from flick and reel to click and feel, if you catch my drift.
Hey,
Click and feel, our after night Patreon only pod coming to you strictly just with ASMR.
If we go another 17 minutes, we're going to turn into click and feel. Jesse's going to turn his light off.
Yeah,
we're going to get crazy.
Well, with that being said, well, I think we planned on going about 60 minutes. We've now gone about 90. So thank you for the support of everyone. Is there anything that you wanted to sound off about? I know we got so many videos that have dropped and are dropping.
The
yeah,
Woman King.
I was gonna bring this up, but we were talking.
But you should have clicked on it. You didn't click on it. The Woman King looks badass. Yes, 100%. Give me.
Thirsting for Viola Davis wasn't on my bingo card this year, but here we are.
Right. And Lashana Lynch is in it. I didn't realize, as well as John Boyega. It has a great cast too.
When it comes to Viola Davis, I feel like I'm the guy She-Hulk is like bringing into the room, knocking over the lamp. I'm just like, hi.
Right. Oh, Darsh is here. Yeah, Darsh next weekend.
So I'm not getting to see it opening night because the timing it's limited timing. It doesn't quite work out for me, but I will see it Friday. And then Sean, I think, is going to try to see it by Monday.
I'm going to try to see it Monday. I got things to do that weekend. It is my anniversary, and I think we're going to try to do a review Monday night. Is our plan, tentative plan.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah, the new movie, the John Q-esque new movie, which I can't remember the title. I think it comes out this weekend today.
What's
I've heard great things. He's like an army vet who.
Oh, the Boyega film.
The Boyega film. Yeah, yeah.
It's not Breaking, is it?
Breaking. It might be Broken. Yeah, Breaking, Broken, something like that. Yeah. Not tonight. We did a Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey reaction, though. If you want to scroll back about half.
That is a thing that really happened.
Yeah, thanks to Haskell.
Hey, remember when Dragon Ball Super outgrossed a Idris Elba led movie in the theaters? I do.
I mean, I did not want to see Beast. That just looked terrible.
Wow, I actually remembered Breaking. I'm proud of myself. Put me in, Coach. Is the Schmodown still a thing?
Thank you, Garth. Oh, you're a little late. Garth, I appreciate it. Yeah, 11 years. It's the big 11.
Big
next
1-1.
Next Saturday, I think is the date.
You know, 9, I think 10, it's really cute. Our anniversaries are a week apart.
Hey, you tried to copy me.
I did. Specifically.
In discussion, didn't we find out that we also got engaged on like the same week? January 5th. I got engaged on January 5th.
No. Wait. Oh, yes. Yes, we did. Because I was New Year's Day, I think.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. That's funny. So you're a week before me on engagement and a week before me on
same window. So we definitely have some empathy on
10 years apart.
Scheduling in that window of time. Mine was just more COVID than yours was.
Yeah. I only remember it because it was our friend's birthday the same day, and that's her birthday.
Really quick, Darsh, with all the love and respect in the world, thank you for supporting us, being on the channel, liking the videos, and always being here and stuff. Nobody wants to talk about Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
With all the respect in the world, can't do it.
Literally don't want to talk about it. If they are getting the help they need, great. And I hope they continue to do that and stay out of the news. That's all I want from that situation.
Like we're talking about Robin Hood Men in Tights. Remember the guy that did the nooses for people. You know what they say? No noose is good news.
I don't remember that.
You
But
don't remember that guy?
I don't remember. It's been a
He's
while.
like, he's fitting people for their ropes, and he like puts it around Robin's neck. He's like, "What are you, 16? 16 and a half?"
I can vaguely see it. I can't remember the scene.
Oh my gosh, rewatch that movie. Oh, we should have a Mel Brooks-a-thon. That'd be fun.
How was that? Hassle. I've heard other people reviewing it as well. Viggo Mortensen, right, was in it.
You know who would probably really like
Colin
13? Is Leonardo DiCaprio.
I knew you were going. I knew that's where you're going. He put the cast right here. Joel Edgerton. I forgot Joel Edgerton was in that movie. I think I saw part of the trailer on Twitter. Like I didn't like sit and watch it. I don't know. It didn't peak. Like it didn't get much fanfare, and it didn't really pique my interest, which is weird because fucking Ron Howard, Viggo Mortensen, Joel Edgerton, Colin Farrell. That's a stacked lineup.
My message to everyone would be, even though I haven't seen it yet, but I am seeing it this weekend. Everyone go see 3,000 Years of Longing because George Miller gave us Mad Max Fury Road, and now he's being disrespected
and
by
Babe.
his own. And Happy Feet.
And Happy Feet. Come on.
And other films
Other.
that people have seen.
So I like Mad Max Fury Road just fine, but I do think it's overhyped.
I agree. I'm on the same page. Mad Max is not a franchise built to my what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Je ne sais quoi. Sensibilities.
Purview sensibilities.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's not. So it's just like I respect everything about the making and execution of that film. It's just not fun. And like that's a cop out, but like it's big noise for my taste.
He did Babe too. My bad. Mike actually put that in the chat before he said he knew it. He knew you were thinking.
Was James Cromwell also in Babe 2?
Maybe. I was trying to think if he died in the first one. Like that was a kid's movie. That wouldn't have killed him off.
Cromwell by name, Crom very well by reputation.
James Cromwell, Charles Dance, Christopher Plummer, Max von Sydow. They're all the same person.
It's true.
They're all an old British-esque white person. They're all the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Darsh, there are so many movies we've gotten comments of over the last like a few weeks where it's like, yeah, dude, we have a laundry list of movies that we need to check out.
We are currently
and
overworked.
We are very overworked. 100%.
Yeah, but
thank you, Ed. Thank you for appreciating it. I was trying to say something before you went on the George Miller tangent, and I can't remember now.
Well, I mean, if you run out of things to say, you could always share that new outro that we got that you made.
The what?
What?
What did you say?
Hey guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you found us. Awesome, congratulations, yay for you. That's it.
Perfect reaction to that.
Hey, play that intro. Keep it real. See you on the next one.
Okay, we are saying goodbye. Bye.